Hey, welcome everybody. We're going to be doing just a normal kind of casual night tonight, where we're streaming a whole bunch of Guilty Gear matches online. If you'd like to be a part of it, join the Discord, and you can go into the Switch Nutplay channel, and you can see all that there. Also, I've got Jimbo here with me to help me commentate. How's it going, Jimbo? Cool. Yeah. So we're going to be starting here pretty soon. And once they get started with some matches, we might do some commentary and things like that. Jimbo's gonna play some games as well, maybe. Kind of a chill night, like we're doing casual stuff too. I do want to mention, if you're interested in getting into the game, joining the Discord's super awesome. We got a great Discord crew here. You can type in !Discord in the chat in order to get the information on it. Just waiting for some people to join here.
I don't know what everyone's doing. Maybe we should add Switch Netplay.
Here we go.
Cool. I think I'll just play a game because no one else is doing it. I'll just play a game with Shads.
Please select your character.
Alright, we got Jimbo and Shad here going on. Is it both Holy Order or just Soul? Two Soul players. You see a lot of people picking Soul kind of to begin with, which makes sense. He looks more like he's a Street Fighter character. He's got, you know, dragon punches and projectiles and stuff like that. But he's really pretty different other than that.
Let's rock.
You saw a bunch of Riot Stomps. The Riot Stomp is that move where he goes against the wall and kicks around. It's kind of a beginner's move because it's very, very easy to punish, but also if the opponent isn't familiar with punishing it, have a hard time dealing with it. Very easy. Once you do like a 6P or something like that, it's just really easy. See a bunch of counter hits there. Counter hits make it so that it's far less likely to attack. Really helps extend a lot of your combos. Nice super hit. Both of them really low health here. For the punish the Riot Stomp. Good job there. We got our second round. A lot of those moves that Soul does are not safe, like Bandit Bringer and Riot Stomp. Be really careful with them. But, you know, if you hit, you get a lot of reward with them too. So definitely something worth keeping in mind how you play Soul. It's a lot of high risk, high reward combos. So like right there with the counter hit, you wouldn't be able to do more combos after that. If you're interested in watching some high level Soul play too, there's quite a lot of matches I'm doing for on my channel on YouTube. Canadian burst there. Super Canadian burst. And Jimbo ends up taking it. Then we got more people coming in here.
There's no one. What's the Canadian burst?
Canadian burst is bursting like above or at or above the top of the screen. So like imagine the entire screen is the United States and Canada is above the top of the screen.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah. I didn't hear about that until I went to see Otaku.
Your Twitch page is covering up the stream.
Oh, it is. Oh goodness. Wrong one on here.
Dude, my clip. You destroyed my clip.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll edit that from the YouTube version.
We'll edit it in post, okay. Okay, if no one's gonna join, I guess I'll just do another match.
I know we got some people coming
never
in
mind.
soon. There we go.
Oh, here we go.
Please
Okay, so now we got Belchan. Who's Belchan? Is he in our Discord?
Yeah, it's Penny. It is
Penny. Oh, okay, cool. So Penny picking Jam. I'm not sure how much skill and experience Penny has, but let's take a look at this. I'm excited.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's got toaster Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Heaven or hell. Do one. Let's rock.
So counter hit on a kick. Now that kick's pretty powerful, but it's gonna be a lot more powerful if you can charge that. Jam's main point of attack here is that she gets cards that she can get uncharged. You press down, down, punch, kick, or slash. Definitely more defensively here, blocking a lot of moves. There you go. She got 3 cards there. Part of her combo set is that you can actually make one of your kicks into another charge kick and then another charge kick. So you can have back and forth. Attempted H puffball gets just stuck right with the silicon foundation. You see more of that riot stuff. Grand Viper. Now, Grand Viper is it's a move where I guess it's called Ground Viper now. Huh? Ground Viper is a move where you really gotta mash a lot in order to get the full effects from it. You get clean hit if you end up exactly. Also, Dragon Install is a terrible move.
Dragon Install.
No, you notice here that the Dragon Install, at the end, he lost all of his meter and it says danger, so he's not going to get any more meter back for a long time. Because it puts him at 0 tension pulse with negative energy.
Please select your character.
So we're going at it again here. Trying to get more people on.
Shad still can't decide on a soul costume, so he's changing every single game.
Let's rock.
That's why he can't get better, you know?
You gotta find a good costume first, and then you gotta start learning costumes.
Yeah, if you don't have a good costume, it's terrible, frankly.
You know, what I tell people too is you can have fun in this game without knowing combos and without mastering it. I mean, nobody's mastered their own character. But but if you, as long as you know how to false defense and the most basic concept of Gatlings, and kind of what in training mode just figure out a random combo that you made yourself, then you can start having fun.
That's exactly how I felt about this. Wow, this is just a fighting game where I can do whatever I want, and cool stuff happens.
There's so much freedom in this game too. Like you can make so many different decisions. In this game. There's like 7 different defensive options, and
Oh,
You're
it's
just
so cool.
jumping and flying around the screen. Because here, Jam has full meter. I'm not sure if he knows much of good Roman cancel.
I don't think he often forgets to FD.
I think he's got some buttons macroed because he did an accidental instant kill earlier in the round.
Yeah, he's always just fishing for something.
So with the instant kill meter, nice try. Now you see he lost all of his meters, so he's not going to have any meter to work with, which is it's much more of a punishment than just like no supers. Because now he can't cancel with the Roman cancels. He can't follow defend.
Can't do other guys.
Yeah.
Can you do an insta kill on wake up?
On your opponent's wake up, yeah, but they can block it. Or are you on your wake up now?
On your own wake up, yeah.
No, you can't use it. The most common use for instant kill you see is if you dizzy somebody and then you Roman cancel and then go on instant kill button, hit them before they wiggle out of dizzy. Jadden's taking that one even though he lost the instant kill. There we go. Now we got people
he's
on.
too good. There we go.
We got Shad and Alex this time.
Someone tell Alex press the B button. Apparently the game audio is much louder than ours.
Oh, thanks for the heads up. I can't hear it, so I'll go ahead and adjust that a little bit.
Yeah, people are saying it in the chat.
Please select your character.
I have like a separate window for chat, and it didn't update, so re-update this. There we go. Thanks for the heads up, guys. I turned it down just a little bit. Oftentimes what I've seen in streams is just that you can't hear the audio very well, and you can hear us just fine. So it sounds like this is a little bit better, though.
It's never perfect. The game is always too loud, or the voice is too loud.
Yeah. So Shad here picking Cliff instead of Soul.
He knows what he's doing. He's picking top tiers.
Dizzy has a pretty low stun modifier. I've seen some matches where Dizzy just gets stunned from the very first hit on a round and just gets instant kill.
Really? Dang. Oops. Oh. Poor punish.
Yeah, that had to have been an accidental Roman cancel. Uh-oh.
And I think the game just crashed. Yep. Awesome. Okay, Shad's not playing. You lost round one. You lose.
There you go. So it's Guilty Gear 1.
Exactly.
Please select your character.
Disconnected.
I love video games.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Well then.
Give me a moment to load this, guys.
Okay. I'll make a new room. Pass is still 125.
Yeah, don't say the password out loud, but if it's the same password,
Well,
it's not a thing.
Sorry about that.
go. Just in time.
Yep.
That random Japanese guy was messing everybody up.
I believe that's a no.
Yeah, pretty sure it's Hano too, yeah.
Please select your character.
Just go over to Slayer. Just do it. Okay.
Hano going full Cliff here.
Everyone's just being tier wars today, you know?
Let's rock. Counter.
Now it's gotta fight 2 Cliffs in a row. Gotta be demoralizing.
You know, when Plus R first came out, there was a whole different kind of tier list that you would see than what is currently the tier list. And Dizzy was considered so strong that she was probably going to break the game. People were legitimately concerned that the balance was so bad because Dizzy was just too strong.
What did they change that made her so good?
Nothing. That was the initial version. I mean, like so just what she's got right now, they ended up not nerfing any of this stuff. I don't know exactly all the stuff they changed. They made her fishes a lot better. Hano being a bully. They made her like fish type moves a lot better. I don't know all the other details of what they added for her, but her strengths were so prominent that people considered it would be too good. Then now the game was broken because of this.
So Dizzy's little arrow that flies off, does that track the opponent, or does it have specific areas that it goes?
It does track the opponent, yeah. So you put it out as a ball, and then you just kind of hold the button until you're ready to let it go. And when you let it go, it's going to shoot towards the opponent.
Okay.
Please select your character.
That's definitely Hano. Don't let his name fool you. He was picking the right cliff color and everything. Look at this. See,
exactly
going full troll tonight.
Against Cliff Dittos.
Mm-hmm.
Heaven or hell. Duo. Let's rock.
So a good block there. Nape Saddle is that move where he does that pole vault. It's really hard to block. Essentially just block the opposite direction you think you should, and you're going to do it right.
Oh, of course.
You know, I think... So right now Cliff is considered really low tier. I guess not that low tier, but he's considered like, you know, one of the third worst characters in the game.
Bottom 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see a shift in that when we take the 2020 tier list. I think you're going to see Cliff actually climbing up the ranks of the tier list pretty soon.
What makes you say that?
Well, there's been a lot of new tech that's been discovered with him lately. Things like how much damage you can do with him just in mid-screen with very little meter. Like, DQRF's been expanding a lot of the stuff you can do with Cliff. Like, oh, here's 300 damage with 25% meter off mid-screen and stuff like that. It's like, Jesus Christ, how are you doing all this? And some of the setups aren't even that hard. So I think you're going to see Cliff actually increasing pretty soon. I made a community aggregate tier list back at the start of 2019. I think I'm going to make a new one at the start of 2020 as well.
They're just throwing out supers, see what's happened.
And speaking of 2020, guys, we are doing that Matcherino now. We put a link here in the description, in the chat box. The Matcherino is our circuit the Megalomania circuit. This is where you can end up doing. We're going to be taking matches between like all the different majors that are going on. So the six primary majors that are happening for Plus R. When you enter, you get points, and the person with the most points at the end of the circuit ends up winning a cash prize. There's actually two different categories, so you're going to be in 2 different weight classes based on your skill level. And for information on exactly how that works, you can check out the link for the rules there as well. I'm going to be constantly taking money for these, constantly asking for it and stuff like that. Any money that anybody donates on my stream during a Plus R stream, like any bits or any Streamlabs or anything like that, or subscriptions that you give, I'll donate that money straight into the pot for this. But check it out. It's pretty. I'm pretty excited for it. I know a lot of other people are excited for it too. Even people who don't play Plus R, they're like, "Hey, I'm going to these majors. Like a lot of these majors. I might as well enter. Maybe I'll get something."
Yeah, it's a really good incentive to make people play the game.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
It's awesome. It's a great way to expand the community. Is Belchan going to press B or no? I might just have to kick him. Okay.
There we go.
Please select your character.
Yeah, we got Alex versus Shad. I like seeing more people play Dizzy. For some reason, you don't see that many Dizzy players nowadays. She is a pretty strong character. She's got some really nasty mix-up. Pardon me. She's got some really nasty mix-ups as well.
Yeah, her setup game's really interesting. All the projectiles she's got.
Give me a sec while I load up this game here, guys. Yeah, I got disconnected from the room. It's telling me it's at max capacity, but I'm trying to get back in here.
Really?
Yeah, it says 5 out of 6 players, and then when I try to enter, it says max capacity. So it might just be that I got kicked out, and it's kind of waiting for me to leave, and then it'll let me back in or something like that.
That is Plus R net play in a nutshell. Does not work half the time.
Here comes Daredevil.
Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Still trying to get back in this lobby, guys.
Really? Yeah, there's only 3 people in.
Yeah, now it's telling me there's 4 people. And it's still telling me that it's at max capacity.
I will just have to remake the room again.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, I love playing video games, you know?
Yeah, Hano, I see you commenting in the Discord there. I don't have a Brooks converter yet, so I'm not playing tonight. Plus, I'm manning the stream. It actually takes a lot of, like, you know, stuff in the background. It's okay. I'm just happy to help out. Okay, now it's still telling me I have max capacity. Hold on, I'm gonna exit.
Kidding me? Absurd.
I'm gonna close the game and then go back in. I think this will be a lot more simple if we just have like 2 or 3 people, like when we're doing actual
Definitely.
tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah, if we do an actual tournament, we just gotta have it limited to 2 or 3 people in.
You two fight, here's a room number. You two fight, here's a room number, kind of thing.
Yeah. This game's sick though. I got into it a couple months ago. If anyone, I mean, like, just play this game. It's awesome.
It has a really good game. And it's incredibly deep too. You're gonna learn so much just from playing for so long. Like there's always something to learn.
Oh, definitely. I feel like every time I learn, I feel like every time that I play, I learn something new.
All right, I'm back in the room.
Okay, sick. Well then. I guess I'll just play a game then. No one's gonna join.
Please select your character.
All right, now we got Jimbo versus Alex here. Jimbo picking Chip.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One, let's rock.
Chip is a very fast character. And he's going to be able to utilize a whole bunch of weird kind of combos that go off. Got a lot of really dirty tricks too. His teleport game is one of the most important games for him. What's kind of neat is that Find Me move. That's where he disappears. You can actually use it twice, and it doesn't really like improve it much. It's just, you know how you see it pulse back and forth. It actually puts another pulse on it, so it kind of puts it even more invisible at certain spots, and just kind of based on how you're timing it. It's kind of neat. Of course, if you block a move when you're in Find Me, it gets rid of it. Oh, gets hit by the fish there. Oh, and gets hit by a combo there. And Jimbo, just a heads up, I'm actually commentating while muting myself from you, so that way it's not going to distract your game. Got Dizzy stuck in the corner. Ends up trying to do the throw right on the side there. Oh, there we go. I think Dizzy was just waking up a little too much there. Just within wake up. So this is the move I was talking about that's you could punish with an instant kill. However, Dizzy's instant kill is not viable. She does have an instant kill that's you don't need to go into instant kill mode to do it, but it takes like 86 frames or something like that to activate, and she's completely vulnerable the whole time. Now even 1-1 here. Alpha Blade just trying to get in. You're blocking that Gamma Blade there. Both of them have some strong meter here. Dizzy's able to do a super. Now Dizzy could do that unblockable on the ground move. Yeah, her instant kill move is something wild, that's for sure. But you know what I found? It's ooh, got hit right out of the super. It's actually a lot easier to do the instant kill input while you're doing another move, right? So you can actually do her her ice spike. You can do Dizzy's ice spike and then do the input for her instant kill, and then that would go out, and it kind of helps you buffer her instant kill if you're trying to do it. But there's nothing instant about her instant kill.
Please select your character.
Doesn't she have like the second longest IK input in the game?
No, it's the longest for sure. Well, I mean, unless you're counting I wouldn't count
I was
Order
counting,
Souls. Order Souls is like an astral finish, not like an instant kill. Her, she doesn't need to go into instant kill mode to do, but it's just this really bizarre input.
Heaven or hell.
Like you charge down and then you press up and then you press like left, like and then right and then down and like some weird stuff. And you have to do all of that without actually jumping, because if you jump it'll mess it up.
Yeah, you have to do it during her taunt or something.
Yeah,
Or just
you can
while
do it
she's in
during her ice
animation.
spike,
Okay.
but you can't combo it to it from an ice spike, even like in the corner. You can like do the ice spike and then kind of hope that they get hit.
Yeah. They couldn't have been serious with putting that in the game.
Like it's so slow that you could dizzy somebody and then instantly put that input in, and then they'll wiggle out before it hits them. So Shad takes the first round there. The Volcanic Viper to the face.
That's Bandit Bringer.
Bandit Bringer. I don't know soul moves.
I like only know the full moves. Because that's the only character I play. I don't know. I know very few of the move names. That was a good ride stand. Or stop.
I just know that if you go to a discography and look up every Queen song that exists, you're gonna see that half of those songs are names of moves for characters in Guilty Gear.
You know what? You tried, Shad. You get respect for it. You really tried on the IK.
Better than Missing Link. In Guilty Gear Missing Link, if you get an instant kill, you win both rounds.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's fine. Yeah.
Also, you can use your instant kill without going in instant kill mode in Missing Link. It's something wild. You look at like tournaments for it, and it's just like people going for instant kills nonstop. That and infinites. That's the whole game. Infinites and instant kills.
Yeah, I go to Dust Striker tournaments.
Chad ends up taking that one.
Please select your character.
So Jimbo, what other fighting games do you play?
Well, Guilty Gear is my main game currently, but I also play Smash and Street Fighter.
Which Street Fighter? Just Street Fighter 5?
Third Strike.
Oh, Third
I'm
Strike.
no good at it, but it's a lot of fun.
Third Strike's a really good game.
Do you play any other fighting games besides Guilty Gear?
I play a million fighting games.
I mean, yeah,
people
I
think
play a
I
lot
only play
too,
Guilty Gear
but-
because that's been my focus, but I've been playing fighting games since, I don't know, I was 5 years old, playing Street Fighter 2 in arcades, you know?
Yeah, I play a lot too. Those are just the main three.
And I mean, my focus is gonna be Guilty Gear Plus R for a long time, but I love so many other fighting games out there, and poured so many hours into it.
I mean, you're the classic fighting gamer. Not the classic
I'm the
Guilty
I was a classic fighting gamer before I was really focusing on Plus R, yeah. Like, you know, CVS2, King of Fighters, Third Strike, you know, even Super Turbo, like just a bunch of S and K fighters. Used to play a ton of Melty Blood back in the day too.
I don't get how the pass system works in this game. It's always just jumping around. It doesn't just go to the next person in line.
Yeah, they were telling me if I'm gonna start streaming and spectating, I need to get a controller with a turbo input. Just constantly presses the X button to pass. It would also make it so that it doesn't go into like sleep mode.
That, yeah.
Because like if I haven't
That's
pressed a
actually
button or done something in like 10 minutes, it starts graying out the screen a little bit. I can just press the analog stick. I don't actually have to press anything, so I just do that every now and then.
Ooh, Shad picking the best song in the game.
Yeah, they're going with the normal Guilty Gear soundtrack, not the Korean soundtrack.
I personally prefer the original, but the Korean one is awesome.
They're both really good. I do prefer the original too, but I've heard the original so much that the Korean's a nice change of pace too.
Definitely.
Viken's theme is terrible in the Korean version though.
Oh my god, don't even mention it. Her
When I think of Viken, I think of
favorites.
race cars.
Yeah, her theme's among my favorites in the original soundtrack, but not the Korean version.
So I had to unlock Viken for the Guilty Gear Missing Link tournament that we're having at EVO. And Viken is so hard to unlock. oh my god, Kraken, by the way, Slayer's Korean theme is like my favorite theme. The Vampire Saga.
Oh god, it's so good.
I love that song.
Zappa's theme is super good.
Yeah, Seizures.
Yeah.
You know what's great too about like the community for Plus R? It's like we all know the names of the songs. We're not saying like Zappa's theme. We're saying like.
I mean, I forget sometimes. I'm trying to. I'm new, so.
Look at that Tiger knee
I'm
right in the lightning there.
Yeah.
Shad.
It's top level gameplay already.
Like I think the music really helps get a lot of people into this game.
Music's sick. I really want to be a musician, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just cover a bunch of Guilty Gear songs.
Yeah, you can. And what's great too is they're not looping songs. Like they've got endings.
No,
very
they're
different for,
they're
for-
actually like full songs.
Yeah, it's pretty unique for video games in general.
Yeah, that's the worst part of video game music in my opinion. Just always looping
Yeah.
and not really having an ending.
Another game that had a really strong soundtrack was the new Killer Instinct.
I have not played that enough to know any of the songs.
The Killer Instinct, that one that came out for Xbox One, that's actually a really good fighting
Yeah.
game. I love that game. The problem is that it came out on Xbox One. If it came out on PS4, I think it would have actually gotten a lot stronger showing. But you know, it's a Microsoft property, so they're not going to do that.
I believe they put it on Steam, right?
It is now on Steam. If you get the Steam version, you get all the DLC and everything. Unfortunately, it's just too late at this point. But it's definitely worth getting on Steam. Get it and check out the soundtrack because the Killer Instinct soundtrack is amazing.
Please, son. select your character.
Yeah, I don't have a PC, but you know, the moment we get off stream, I'll just start listening to Killer Instinct music.
Yeah.
So
What's cool is the Killer Instinct for Super Nintendo, like when the very first Killer Instinct came out. When you bought the game, it actually came with the soundtrack with the Super Nintendo
What?
case and everything. Like it
That's
had a
awesome.
CD with it. It was Killer Cuts.
was it like the original files, or was it still processed through
No,
the
it
Super
was
Nintendo?
it was something you could put, in your CD player.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was so cool just seeing something like that, this little Killer Cuts thing. And they had some really good songs there too, because that's the Rare, the guy who does music for Rare.
Yeah.
And he's amazing. Into like all the Donkey Kong Country music, Banjo Kazooie, and all that kind of stuff.
I'm upset no one's picking Holy Order's Question. Favorite song.
Oh yeah, what's cool about the arcade version, because I worked with the arcade version too, you can actually go into the options of the game and go to sound test and listen to all the music from there.
That's awesome. It's really interesting.
What a lot of people don't realize too with those arcade games is they have these things called dip switches. So normally you can, like nowadays, you can go into a menu and change an option on the menu, right? But some of these older games, they didn't really have menus, or they wanted a menu that was that you didn't have to actually access. Like you could turn the menu on and choose certain options when the whole board was turned off. So they were these manual dip switches that you could activate. And for games like Killer Instinct and Mortal Kombat, they would have a dip switch for fatalities. So you can actually turn fatalities on or off on the board itself.
Why? What's the point?
Well, what if you didn't want fatalities and you're like, Chuck E. Cheese or something,
Oh, okay, that's fair. But why do you got? I don't know. Why do you give Mortal Kombat and Chuck E.
You can turn
Cheese,
blood
you
off
know?
too and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so Killer Instinct had a similar thing where I think they had it where you could turn off fatalities in Killer Instinct.
Or they called Ultimates or whatever in Killer Instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Please select your character.
What is that Dizzy costume? Nasty.
The one thing that's funny with me for Dizzy costumes or colors is her eyeballs. Like when she's just standing there, certain colors make her eyes look really weird. Like she's just bugging out. Like there's this pink outfit that she's got, and just her eyes just bug out in that color scheme. Go with a Greed Sever spam. There we go.
I mean, if they're not blocking it.
If it works, keep doing it, right? The Guilty Gear way. If what cheap thing you're doing works, keep doing it. That reminds me of Dr. Storm Lockables. So Dr. Stormlock is a Robokai player, and he would do these moves like that where it would be almost exactly out of range of hitting you, so that the instant it finished, he would throw you out of it. Like he would do the Robokai super and then like whiff the end, and just so he could throw you instantly afterwards. They're called
Spend the meter
Stormlockers.
just for the mix-up.
Just for the mix-up. He's crazy. He's very unorthodox Robokai,
Big
but very
brain.
good Robokai. We actually held a kumite for him this Evo.
Yeah, I saw that actually. I watched it.
The digital watches kumite should be out tonight, if not already out.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Hey, so just a reminder, guys, I'm not good at shilling, but I want to shill more for this this circuit, the Megalomania circuit. So any money you guys donate to my stream, I will end up giving straight to the Megalomania circuit if it's during a Plus R stream. And you can actually get bits for free on Twitch by going out and watching commercials. So if you go down to where you get to the bits section, you can click on the bits icon, and then you can click watch ads, and you'll actually get bits, and you can use those to donate. You're not actually paying any money for doing that.
Give us your money.
One thing I often do, because I'm on the computer doing a lot of editing and stuff like that, is I'll actually go and I'll put on a stream, and I'll just start watching ads on the side and collecting more bits, just so I can give people, whoever, like if people are playing Plus R, and I'm watching their stream, it's like I want to, donate $1 or something like that. So I'll do all of that because I'm able to watch some bits on the side. Watch some ads on the side, I should say.
You're just playing Final Fantasy, I just gotta grind it out, Boss is too hard. You gotta grind out some bits.
Oh, eating a right in lightning right there.
That was only round 2.
Nice anti-air. Kai's really strong when it comes to anti-airs. Oh, nice hit right out of that. That H-pup ball.
Good grab.
Oh, I wasn't able to block that.
You win.
Kai buttons overall are strong, not just 5K, but man, I hate 5K. It's almost as bad as like Robokai 5K.
It's annoying.
Like, why is 5K a low?
Character.
It's only worse if you've got like Robokai who has a command grab and he has 5K's lows. It's like, ah, god damn it. I hate that crap.
Duel. One. Let's rock.
So Jimbo picking Hulk Potemkin here. Shad gonna be able to beat him. Trying to just keep some space back and forth. Oh, I know, right? Crouching high is cracking. That's the worst. Yeah, those are the only two characters with delayed wake-ups. Yeah, this looks like a rough connection here between these two. I wonder what regions they are. I can double check here. They're actually not too far. One's Midwest, one's Southeast. It's not like it's, you know, East Coast versus West Coast. I get the feeling, though, one of these people is not using an Ethernet adapter. Use an Ethernet adapter, guys. It's not expensive. We got links for that in the Discord for the Switch at play. It's gonna go for an instant kill. Doesn't get all the hits on the Grand Viper there. Yeah, nice try. Oh, very bad burst there. So people in chat are hypothesizing that one of you two is not playing with an Ethernet adapter.
Please select your character.
Hey, Jimbo and Alex this time. Jimbo's sticking with Soul here.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Like I said, I'm just glad to see somebody picking Dizzy and just seeing more Dizzy play. Bad Grand Viper. Definitely want to punish those. You know, it's Soul when he does bad moves without a Roman cancel or an FRC. He's really heavily punishable.
You win. Duel. Let's rock.
So that right there was that on OTG, I think. And when you hit somebody with an OTG move, it's going to deal a far less amount of damage, just a fraction of that amount of damage. So you don't want to combo with people if they're on the ground. There are a few moves that actually remove OTG state, but very few. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. Yeah, Dizzy's strong with that double air dash. You do air dash with 2S, and it's a very strong cross up with like a fish out at the same time. And it's like, what way do I block? But Jimbo ends up taking it there. Looks like Jimbo's passing the torch.
I can't win forever, you know. I'm just too good.
Just too good.
Select your character.
I don't want to disrespect them.
And so humble too.
You know, I'm known for being a very humble man.
I'm the most humble. It's not me saying it though. Everybody else is talking about just how humble I am. The Bell-Chan picking jam here again. Chad's switching to Kai. Looks like Chad's trying to pick up Kai as an alternate character.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Kai seems like among the simplest characters in the game.
He's not quite as easy as he looks. Because you do have a fair amount of setup that you're going to be doing. He uses a lot more of his projectiles, things going on. I think his combos are not too difficult, but I don't really play him too much to know.
You play Baiken, right?
I do play Baiken, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Baiken's combos took me a long time. Like I would be doing drills every morning for, you know, like 30 minutes every single morning for like a year kind of thing.
I just mash buttons. I'm too intelligent for this game.
Sounds like your Smash player is showing.
It definitely is.
Those were
Yeah,
some of the
I-
funniest comments I've seen when the Smash players were upset that Terry was in the game.
Oh, it's they made it way too easy to do the inputs. Like, like you can do Buster Wolf by doing 3-3 and then an attack. Like it's
No, it's
absurd.
impossible and unfair.
Please select
How are they supposed to play this game when other people? It takes years to learn and memorize all those moves.
How can I memorize 4 inputs and one of them's just holding down?
heaven or hell. Duo. One, let's rock.
It's like finally we can play a real fighting game. This game that has Ryu, Ken, and Terry in it.
Yeah. We just need Sakurai to make Capcom versus SNK 3.
There we go.
I don't think that they've touched each other once. They're just throwing out projectiles. There we go.
So Jimbo, did you get Pokemon at all yet?
I did, yeah. I wasn't planning to get it, but a lot of my friends were saying it's really good, and I'm not much of a Pokemon fan. Kind of fell out of it, but the new one's pretty good.
So I played the first Pokemon, Red and Blue, when they came out, and I hated it. And then I bought Gold and Silver, and I hated that one. And then I bought Ruby and Sapphire, and I hated that one.
So you just don't like Pokemon?
Oh no, Pokemon's terrible. So of course I bought Sword, and I've been playing that one.
Do you hate it?
It's okay. It's actually a lot better than some of the previous ones.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't.
Your
even
main
finish
rival
Sun.
is really annoying.
So annoying.
I like a lot of the Britishisms that are in there. I find those funny.
Yeah. My entire family is super Irish, so it's kind of none of it's really weird to me.
For me, so a little bit of context for why I kind of hate Pokemon. For me, when Red and Blue came out, it came out in 1998. All right, I'd been playing RPGs for Super Nintendo way before 1998, and I even played Final Fantasy VII and beat it before Pokemon came out because Final Fantasy VII came out in '97. And so
That's like my favorite RPG ever.
Final Fantasy VII is
love
great,
FF7.
by the way. A lot of people say they hate it or they think it sucks or it's overrated or something. Final Fantasy VII is amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait for the remake. Looks so good.
But so I played and beat Final Fantasy VII, and then Pokemon Red and Blue comes out. And I know it's a Game Boy game. It's not gonna be as good as Final Fantasy VII. So maybe it'll be as good as, like, I don't know, a Super Nintendo RPG, you know? But no. Not even remotely close to, like, Final Fantasy IV, you know?
I'm not much of an RPG person, so that whatever for me. at
Oh, if
least.
you're not much of an RPG person but you love Final Fantasy VII, that says something about Final Fantasy VII too.
It definitely does. Definitely does.
I really like 7's story.
I love the atmosphere and the music.
Yeah, the atmosphere is amazing. Of course, the music. CVO, it's like, ew, Smash players are allowed in here. You know, as long as they don't smell too bad, we can talk to them. What was that? I saw something where, like, somebody was claiming that, like, one of the Smash players who was getting a back rub in between matches from his girlfriend, and they were considering that cheating or something.
Yeah, it's coaching. She's coaching him.
Yeah, shoulder rubs are cheating. Speaking of coaching, Hano, I don't know if you're in here, but you know, did you know Teresa has been getting mad coaching for Plus R? Like in the middle of, like, the tournaments or in between some majors or something like that, he was actually asking, like, the Japanese Plus R group, like, on their group chat. It's like, man, this Bridget player is really good. How do I beat him when he does this? And they'd, like, give him advice on how to beat Bridget.
Don't get hit. That's how you beat Bridget, honestly. Ooh! Ooh! Someone's here! Ooh.
A wild kraken has entered the room.
Oh my god. This is turn?
There we
Ooh.
go. I want to see this. Kraken, amazing Faust player from Canada. One of the two amazing Faust players from Canada that name begins with K-R-A-K.
Krakatoa?
Krakatoa and Kraken. Jerry Go Wind asks, how's Switch Online? Switch Online, it's better than any other option for online play. It makes it actually playable. But please, get an Ethernet adapter. It's not perfect, but it is a lot more playable.
Yeah, hopefully they decide to put rollback into Strive.
Yeah, if you're interested in getting matches, you can go on the Plus R Discord, which, if you need the link for that, just ! Discord, and you can find a Switch Netplay channel in there. And we meet up with people every now and then. Sometimes I do community groups like this. We did one about 2 weeks ago on Friday. where we just kind of meet together, and then I'm streaming the matches, and we're just kind of having fun with it. We are going to start up tournaments soon. I think the working date is going to be December 22nd is our first online tournament. For those moms.
Faust's a jank character. I mean, like, he's guilty, so yeah.
One thing that's weird is Faust's dive kick is not an overhead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you can block it low.
Oh, I did not know that.
Like I'm expecting crazy cheap tiger knee dive kick stuff going on, but he doesn't need to because it's not an overhead. Oh, Canadian burst there, a raw Canadian burst.
The mini Faust.
You win. Please select your character.
I hit with Greed Sever, and I'm gonna combo. What should I combo into? I think I'll combo into another Greed Sever.
After that, possibly another Greed Sever. It has very deceptive range. Yeah, you gotta make sure to block low when Faust gets on his pogo.
That whiff. Too
That was
close
bad.
for 6H to hit.
You win. Duel. Let's rock.
And there's online mix-ups going on too. Even harder to block 6H online.
Oh my god.
It's a
You see it coming,
like
and it
it's like a
just
26 frame overhead, but everyone gets hit by it.
You react to it, and the game's like, no, there was no delay. Sorry. Oh my god.
Kraken being really
The
impressive
disrespect.
here.
Absolute call out.
Please select your character.
Here we go. Can Alex dethrone Kraken? Oh, still got hit by the bomb.
Is there
So,
a difference
for those of you
between,
not too familiar with Faust items, you got the Mini Faust, which just walks in the ground, and then you got Mini Robo. Mini Robo Kai, when he lands, he's going to walk towards the direction of the opponent. And then he's got Mini Potemkin too, which takes 3 hits.
Do they hit mid or low?
They all hit mid.
Faust was the character that I saw. Yeah, I want to play this game. This is the dumbest looking fighting game character ever. I want to play this game.
Yeah, and Missing Link, his name was Dr. Baldhead.
Yeah, I know about that actually. It's so weird.
I'm excited
like-
to see the, oh, nice FRC point on there. BKRF was just talking about that earlier today in chat. A specific FRC point.
What were you saying you're excited to see?
It's going to be interesting to see how they do Faust in Strive, because it seems like he's gone more
Yeah.
evil kind of thing.
He looks like a nurse. I was saying that he got demoted. He's wearing the blue garb instead of white.
He's also like crawling all over the place too.
Yeah, I thought it was Zappa at first. Okay. I'm gonna have to take Kraken off his throne. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
destroy him.
Do this.
Please select your character.
Kraken's just lucky that I'm not playing. Okay, so Jim will pick an Alex here. Jimbo picking Chip, I should say. I say Alex. Yeah, Jimbo was talking about how he played Third Strike. It's pretty fun. Yeah, Third Strike's a great game. A lot of respect for Third Strike. You know, one thing I really wanted to do with my channel was just kind of focus on all sorts of different fighting games and kind of explore all of them and play a lot of them in casuals here in my apartment and stuff like that. Everything was kind of devolved into Plus R since I've been taking over Plus R so much, which I'm not upset at because I love Plus R more than any other fighting game. It's just kind of interesting how things turned around to this. Plus R is a great game. I absolutely love Plus R, but I play a ton of fighting games overall. Yeah, Jimbo doing it with Chip. Kraken getting serious now. Perfect health there. Tiny steps are the worst. Like, why not just build a ramp at that point, you know? Or make like the steps thicker in the middle or something. There we go. CVO1 says that if Jimbo loses, he has to drop Richter and smash.
Shoot. Oh no.
He means hero now.
I just love pressing that B button. All I do.
Yeah, we got Shad versus Belchan. You know what? This room has been open for a long time. It's been pretty stable.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
getting
surprised.
the feeling it's gonna crash on us pretty soon.
It definitely within the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. I heard a rumor that the lag was better on Zep as a stage. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't really play online, so I can't tell too much. Both of them keeping their distance.
Odd since they're both rush down characters, you know?
What a terrible burst. Nice. Nice, right in the kick.
So what is for when you do Grand Viper, if you're facing to the right, is it most optimal to start mashing right first or to start mashing left first?
I don't think it matters.
You don't think it matters?
Yeah. You have to put, like, I think set like 9 inputs or something like that. Between left and right, and then between 2 different buttons.
Okay.
Look at Soul's meter there. It's 0, and it's gonna keep being 0. It's under danger for a long time, which means his tension pulse is just gutted. Even now, he's barely gaining any meter at all.
International match, he was never dragging it.
Yeah.
It's either a misinput or a disrespect.
It's probably disrespect. Now the real move is to go for the second dragon install, permanent one.
When you're at 100 meter?
Yeah, that's a 100 meter input. What's great about that one
permanent?
is it drains your health while you're in it, and it drains your health so fast that it's actually dealing more damage to you than you could deal to your opponent.
That's crazy disrespectful. I would never do that.
And it has a really
Ever.
long startup too.
Please select your character.
So I'm excited for Frosty Faustings in January.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm going to it.
Oh, you are? Cool. Well, I'll meet you there then.
Yeah, I live super close.
Very cool. I'll be running an EX character side tournament.
Oh, sick. I gotta practice EX Soul then.
Yeah, practice an EX character, because there will be an EX character side tournament. I told Elvin Shadow, he's like, oh god, why? Hey, so just want to remind everybody again, and I'm gonna keep saying this a lot because it's really important to me. I just started the Megalomania circuit, and the Megalomania circuit. If you donate anything during the stream tonight, it's gonna go straight to that. So any sort of bits, subscriptions, Streamlabs, all that kind of stuff, anything people donate is gonna go to the Megalomania circuit, which we just kicked off recently. You can actually donate without having to pay any money. If you watch ads on the channel, you'll get some bits, and you can donate those bits for free. The link for the Matcherino for the circuit, if you're interested, is right here. The circuit is going to be where we go over 6 different majors. We collect points for everybody, and there's going to be even 2 different categories, one for veterans and one for new players. So check out the rules there. The very first spot in the circuit is going to be at Frosty Faustings.
Combo Breakers in Illinois, right?
Yeah, Combo Breaker's in the same area too. It's in Chicago area.
Yeah, I'll see if I can go to that.
Please select
The Montreal people are asking me if this means that I'm going over to Montreal for UMAD. And it's like, I want to, but it's really far away from me. Shad here picking the best song in the game, Holy Orders ?
Yes! I didn't see it. I'm so happy.
What's funny is the Korean soundtrack actually has some really cool versions for Kai and then Robo Kai. Got Pillars of the Underworld and Vortex Infinitum. and they're both like the same song, but they've got like different remixes versions of each one of them. Yet they still left in Under Construction exactly how it was untouched.
I gotta stop looking at the chat. See if he keeps trying to make me.
So one feature of the circuit that I'm pretty excited for is the bounties. So people can donate with a comment and saying who they want that money to actually go to as a bounty. So the first person to kill that person in a tournament ends up getting that money. It has to be you have to put a bounty on a heavyweight person, and then so the people in featherweight are going to be the ones who can claim the bounties. But still really cool.
A heavyweight can't claim bounty.
Yeah, because one of them's going to be him. So this is a Switch version, so they actually censored something in that. They censor Faust Super in the Switch version.
They censor the blood?
Mm-hmm.
Please select your
Dang.
character.
So like somebody could put a bounty on Mike Z, for example, and if a featherweight beats Mike Z in tournament, then they get the money for the bounty. If a heavyweight does it, then it doesn't count. And if nobody's claimed the bounty all the way up until the circuit's over, then that money goes to the circuit pot.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Counter.
Of all things, why censor Faust Super? That seems like... I mean, like, I get that it's not appropriate, but like, of all the things in the game, that's the one that is most inappropriate.
I think they censored something else in here too. I forget exactly what it was.
Like, they got to censor, Sprite. Like, it's replaced with a black box.
Well, the it's kind of funny because the Accent Core Plus, or sorry, Accent Core from PlayStation 2 was considered rated teen, and then Accent Core Plus for PlayStation 2 was considered rated M.
I wonder what they changed.
I don't even think they changed anything. I just think the ESRB was like looking at it and was like, oh, this game should be rated M. It's a very subjective rating.
Yeah, I don't really see how the game can be rated now, but I guess.
Yeah, and they got rid of a lot of the blood that existed too, because the X2 games had blood in them.
Please select your character.
I couldn't imagine this game with blood.
Like when you like
Really
swipe
weird.
and cut somebody, like blood spews out from them. In older version.
Uh,
I actually really liked it.
Kind of like Mortal Kombat 1 style blood. Yeah, I did not know that. That's interesting.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
And then if you play Guilty Gear X and you listen to the announcer, blood starts coming out of your ears too. It's true. Try listening to him.
You know what? I done it before.
That's lore a lot of people didn't realize. Guilty Gear X announcer was something.
That's really good.
I one thing I loved about it was just you could never understand anything that he said. It's like, oh, okay, what was that? Let's enjoy a great showtime, okay. I like X2's announcer the most. I do not like Action Core's announcer.
Really? I wasn't sure about Strive's announcer at first, but it's really growing on me.
Kraken going for that FRC point again. I love how Faust just goes underneath projectiles.
He can just crawl under it.
Yeah.
I don't care about your fireball. Walk under it. That's just bizarre.
And he's still moving forward when it happens too, because he's got the crawl mechanic.
Yeah. Like every character in this game is unlike anything else in fighting games.
Yeah, one thing I love about this game is every character is very unique. And they've all got like a supreme amount of bullshit. But it's all so much bullshit that they block each other. And it kind of evens out the game.
I mean, the game's balanced because it's unbalanced.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the kind of game where you should ban every single character.
Throws out random item is
Yeah, randomness.
whatever.
A 5-frame jump
Ban
H
it.
that covers
Wait.
like 3/4 of the screen. Banned.
Look at his giant sword. Ban it. Wait a minute, he can. That guy can teleport. Ban him. Oh my god.
Ban every character. That's my motto.
Yeah. I think that we should ban Baiken because she can attack when blocking.
Yeah, I hate
That's not
fighting
okay.
against Baiken. Ban Baiken.
I hate fighting
Look at
against
that combo
Baiken because
string,
it makes
that
me
was
think
nice.
about my shield. That was.
Comboing into and out of bomb. What's great is when you can do that against a Faust. Got almost dizzied here. There we go.
Wait, is there a dizzy meter thing?
There's not a dizzy meter, but there is an indicator that you're getting close. It's when your portrait starts flashing red.
Oh. I did not know that.
Please select your character.
Unless you're dizzy and you get hit with ABBA 6P on round start, or 6H. There's a video of Vevian playing. He's like, man, I hate this game. And he starts with like, he's playing dizzy against an ABBA. He round starts, jumps in the air, back dashes, and then dashes forward with 2S. And the ABBA just does 6H. And instantly dizzy's dizzy on the very first hit as a counter hit, and then goes to instant kill mode and kills Vevian.
I guess that makes sense. Dizzy
Look at those hack and slash pokes, man. That's so dirty. Look at that.
Is that move a command grab?
Yeah, it's a command
Or is it
grab.
like an That's absurd.
So he's just doing like one hit, they're blocking, and then he walks forward and command grabs.
I see you're blocking. Let me say no to that.
Duel. Let's rock.
Got meteors incoming. Ooh, got hit with the meteors just in time. And she almost dodged them. Like just in between them. You gotta keep an eye out for those meteors. They do a ton of damage.
Yeah, they're absurd.
Please select your character.
One trick about meteors is they're always going to go based on the direction he threw them. So if you go on like the opposite side of them, you're going to be a lot more safe for them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Heaven or hell. Duel. Let's rock.
That pogo move that Faust has is really tough to deal with.
It's the goofiest thing ever. Like,
It's so wacky.
he's already fighting with a giant scalpel, and then he just uses it. He uses it as a pogo.
Hano says he's coming back in about 30 minutes.
What's it?
Okay, Faust taking it. Who's next in the cycle? Oh, are we finally getting a crash here? Oh, no, pretty solid connection. That's good.
You know what? It's time for me to destroy this man. Easy last
There
time.
we go.
And easy on you.
Knock him down.
Please select your character.
Picking his main this time with Soul. Oh, I got disconnected here. Moment.
Yeah, that was just me beating him too hard. You didn't even get to see it.
Oh, it wasn't me who got disconnected. That was
So I
me.
guess people are leaving the room if anyone in chat wants to join.
Yeah, we got some room spots.
Please select your character.
There we go. It was bound to happen. My room got disconnected here.
Yep, same.
Cool.
I'll make another one, and I won't say the password this time.
Yeah, you're gonna say it's like the same one kind of thing, because I just make it so people can't join our rooms unless they go on the Discord. So on my stream, I actually kind of block the visuals of it. Can't see it. Now we're back on. Now we're back on.
Please select your character.
Hey, Jimbo versus Belchan. Here we go. Jimbo hitting with a riot stomp. Oh, can sit there. Stuck in the corner, but able to DP right out of there. Destroyed.
You win. Duel. Let's rock.
Nice. Oh, that was a potential combo there. The Belchan, after you hit with a counter hit or something like that, do 2H, because 2H will work after that, and then you can do 2H into 6H, and then you can do the cards. Like if they're in the air and they're gonna land on you, do 2H. Belchan, they both have full meter here. Oh, you can do a follow-up? No! After one of those cards, you can do another card afterwards. You can do like card. Or just a normal kick into card. A wild throw. Nice hit underneath there. Some lag here. Nice hits there by Jimbo. Jimbo winning the round. Let's see who joined the room now that we've got that match done. There we go. Get cracking back in here.
Yeah. We don't want anyone else playing. It's just him.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell. 2, 1, let's rock. Counter.
Catching up on all this other upkeep I have to do here. Like I've been getting a lot of responses and stuff from Twitter and throughout the Discords and stuff like that since we got this circuit started. I'm pretty excited. Like I've been talking to the Montreal people, There's some Chicago people I mentioned, even some Xrd, like the whole Xrd Discord, a lot of them have been really interested in it. Oh, also, if you guys are interested in getting Plus R, the game's on sale right now for $3. It's not a normal Steam sale, it's done by like some other website. But you can get the game for only $3 from there. Really great time to get into it.
My favorite part about Faust's animations is just the sound effects that go along. So dumb. Press pass, dude. Oh.
Please select your character.
Looks like Scytha might be coming in here. That's pretty cool.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Hub style in. So Faust has some really fast moves. Faust is probably one of the best characters to pick if you're just starting Plus R. He's not too difficult to play. A lot of his stuff makes sense. Sure, he has random items, but that's not really... When you're first starting off, it's just like, oh, he throws a thing that can hurt you. That's all you need to know about him.
Yeah, you kind of just learn what moves are special cancel. You just go for that, and then throw. He was the character I first played when I got. I don't think he's right for me, but he's cool.
Now, my first character was Jam. I played Jam a little bit in Guilty Gear X. I barely played any Guilty Gear X at all, like just a few games. And then I got the game when X2 came out. It's like, hey, I liked Guilty Gear X, let me try X2, and then X2 I fell in love with. I played that for a long time. Kraken takes it against Hubstyle.
Please select your character.
It's a shame you can only have 6 people in a room.
Yeah, it's weird. It's an odd number for the maximum.
Hell. Duel 1. Let's rock. Counter.
The Nipta would just be worse if we had more than 6.
Man, Rex.
Wow, that was crazy. I was just looking at the mini Potemkin that entire time. Greedy.
Please select your character.
The pogo tech. It's absurd.
And it's such a weird move. So many people have such hard times dealing with it. Because, like, he can do the flower on the ground right at your feet instantly. So, like, you just have this, like, low attack that
Yeah.
can hit you. And then he can also just, like, hit you with his face that extends from his neck.
He's got a lot of
Pogo.
mix-ups from it.
One move I tend to forget a lot about is when I'm, like, trying to fight him on the pogo. He's got a flower that can spring from the top of his head that deals damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget about that movie a lot, or that move a lot.
So in Guilty Gear, they explain a lot of stuff with magic. So yeah, Soul knows fire magic. Kai knows light magic. Where did Faust learn this?
They don't explain too much. Faust. So what they said is Faust is like one of the few remaining doctors, like in existence. They say that in Missing Link. And he went insane because the person that he was kind of healing was killed or died, but he didn't realize that it was actually part of something else. Like I think one of the assassins actually ended up killing it or killing his patient without him knowing. But he went insane after that and became Dr. Baldhead and started killing tons of people. And at the end of the Missing Link path, he doesn't really stop going insane, but he more realizes like, oh my god, what have I been doing? I'm a doctor, I should be healing people, kind of thing.
He becomes Baghead Man.
Baghead Man, yep.
Mm-hmm. This is a pretty sick game going on right now.
I've just got a black screen so far.
Ooh, sick Roman cancel. Dude, the combo. Damn.
You guys, oh my god, you guys gotta see this. This is nuts.
Dang.
Yeah, it looks like a game crash. Here we go.
Dang it. Okay.
Time for a new room.
Do you want to make it?
Let me know when you got the room back up.
Yeah, it's up right now. I just put it up. I had to restart my game because I stuck on the black
Yeah,
screen.
same.
Who's Sitha?
Oh, Sith is a pretty strong Kai player.
Cool.
There we go.
Oh shoot, he's level 1. We're all levels 0. Dang.
I was like anybody on Switch like more than level 1.
I haven't seen anyone more.
There's only 2 levels, 0 and 1.
Please select your character.
Here we go, Sith over Substyle. Sith is a really strong Kai player.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Poker.
You know what? This is making me want to get a Brooks converter,
Totally should.
so I can start playing some online matches. I don't play this game enough. I've only got like
Yeah.
2 to 3 locals a week. It's like I need to play it more.
Yeah, you don't play the game at all. You just tell other people to.
Yeah. What's cool with Sith, I was talking to him, he's actually started some locals, like I think like at his apartment or his house or something like that, over in his area.
Duel. Let's rock.
And you can feel the lag going on this match.
I'll just plug my Wi-Fi in the coffee maker.
Yeah.
You win.
Alright, you fight Sitha. Just come back
yeah, I
down
can do that.
style.
Or, nah. It's okay.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
fine.
Thanks for letting me know, guys. You missed that match. That's okay. Here we go.
You ready to get destroyed, hub style?
My entire career is based on plus R, and I don't play enough.
Please select your
Ma-
character.
Making a career out of plus R sounds like a surefire way to starve to death.
Yeah. My career is based entirely on this game that people play regularly.
I'm the ninja of plus R.
Heaven or hell.
How many people do play this game regularly? I just kind of assumed 100, but I don't know for sure.
I have no idea. There's a lot of smaller scenes that are kind of like individual groups, and like some of them like I've never met or heard of. It's like I met one person in at Evo who was playing Melia, and he's like, oh yeah, it's from our scene in Colorado. It's like I never knew anybody in Colorado played. Like, yeah, we got a few people. I've never met any of the other people, just him, you know.
Mei is such an odd-looking character. Just does not fit in this game. I
Mei,
mean, like,
Mei is tough to fight. She's really good.
I'm just talking visually, but yeah, she's hard to fight too.
She's got a giant ass anchor.
I mean, the game's she fits because the game and it doesn't.
Yeah, Bridget fits though, but not Mei.
Yeah. Bridget's so cool. Yeah, girl. No girls allowed. Yeah, I'll fight him, whatever.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell. 2, 1, let's rock.
Alright, Jimbo versus Sitha. Sitha was playing Mei earlier as kind of a like an alt character. Sitha's playing for reals now though. Jimbo went for a dust combo, but couldn't really quite do much off of it. High at full meter, winning the first round. Oh, nice 5D again. Ooh, land, or throw on land with Roman cancel. Not gonna be able to kill off this. There we go. And Sitha takes it. Sitha playing pretty strong there. Let's see who else joined.
No one else joined. That last combo was really good from Sitha with all the walls.
Oh yeah, the 6H loops.
Yeah, that was nice. That was the only sick thing I've ever seen Kai.
Guy's got some cool stuff. Like he puts the electric star out and then throws you into it and keeps comboing after that. The Force Brick Star.
Yeah, that's some cool stuff. Just pretty easy to play on like these gens. Does when you do this fireball in the air, count as a overhead?
No, the fireball's not overhead.
Okay.
We used to have a tournament series in the Pacific Northwest. That would be part of a major, but they kind of stopped doing it. Called Northwest Major. And that was one of the bigger plus R scenes for majors. But it's been growing a lot since 2018.
You win.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging
can
out,
find-
man. Appreciate it. Thanks for being
Yeah.
on stream.
Thank you. It's nice of you to have me. Yeah. Well, I think this is my room, so we'll have to make a new one.
Oh yeah, we'll have to make a new one. I'll make a new one on the Discord then.
Okay.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Please select your character.
Okay, I got a new room here. Who's Mr. Sad NA? Is that M Song? I want to see if somebody else can join on here, and then that'll make it so that we can get some other stuff going on.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Counter.
So M Song, Sitha, I'm trying to unmute you. Try disconnecting and connecting back up again.
There we go.
Oh yeah, thanks for joining on.
Hey, let me
Oh yeah, thanks for joining.
let me find my remote to turn down my sound.
Okay, sounds good.
Blast.
No, it's not. That's not M Song, guys. It's Mr. Sad NA.
All right. Can you hear me good?
Yep, I can hear you okay. You're a little bit robotic, but I think we'll be okay. So I have no idea how much skill Hubstyle has. I think he's kind of more just starting it a little bit.
It's hard to tell because the latency is a little high, but it's still good. I mean, you can still play the neutral.
Yeah, so how was the net play when you guys were playing?
Versus Jimbo, it felt mostly smooth. Versus Hubstyle, it was a little rough, but it's playable.
Okay, that might be like an Ethernet thing though.
I'm hardwired, but I don't know about them.
We're still like looking at stress testing things so we can run a tournament online, and we might want to require people to do like Ethernet cables or something like that before you can enter a tournament.
I think that May and Cliff are going to be the top 2 characters of the Netflix tournament.
So if we do like an Ethernet required one, then that might work out. Oh, we need people to join back in. I've just got Joy-Cons, so I can't play right now.
Yeah, that was me for the first like 3 months of this of Plus our Switch lifespan.
There we go. I'm considering getting a Brooks converter now. I'm considering getting a Brooks converter now. This seems like fun. I want to start playing with people. It's like I don't play enough. I only play like with people in locals 2 to 3 times a week. I need more.
I'm gonna rejoin the room. It looks like my room is lit on my screen. It doesn't match what I see on the screen.
Okay.
But no, it's fun. But man, there's a lot of Cliff if you play with M-Song and Rod.
I bet Rob does a lot of Cliff.
Both of them do.
Maybe what I can do is give like a proven Ethernet connection and make a roll out of that. And we can kind of find out who's got that role, kind of thing.
I think a bunch of people have it. It's just there's distance, you know.
Yeah. And you can prove it by just going to the like your Switch homepage.
Oh yeah, it would have that. Connection with opponent has been disconnected.
Jeez. Like even though I'm not playing, I've got Ethernet cable plugged in here.
Yeah, I think almost everyone does. But yeah, it's fun. Thankfully, you can still like play with the movement and the neutral and like just basic confirms. But it's definitely a different experience. Like you can't do everything you want to.
Yeah. I guess I can play on Joy-Cons while I'm waiting. I used to
Sounds
play
good.
pad as my as my
I'll pick something. My shitty Anji, let's go.
I don't even know what my buttons are set up on this, but we'll see. I think I got it.
I think it's default pad, so kick on bottom, punch on left, heavy slash on right, slash on top, and then I have no idea where your dust is.
That's not too bad on.
This is pretty smooth, actually.
Yeah, it's not too bad on Joy-Cons too. I mean, it is bad because I'm not using a real D-pad. I'm using just buttons, but. Getting a cramp in my left hand there from that D-pad. I was trying to go for like Tiger Knee Yozansen and stuff like that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
All my half circles were messing up. My core circles were okay. And any combo that I used with D was really confusing because I had to hit the trigger with it. Yeah, and any combo I was using with D was really confusing because I had to use the trigger with it.
How's your fingers? Because I imagine the Joy-Cons probably hurt your fingers as much as they did.
It didn't. It like cramped up my left hand, so it was like it was weird. You know, I'm gonna create a new room because this just keeps crashing.
Yeah. All right. Well, looks like we're in a match with Pubstyle and MSong.
Hypothetically. Are you getting a black screen
Yeah,
too?
I just see the borders right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crash this and start over.
But yeah, no. Between me and you, felt like about 3 frames is my guess.
Yeah, maybe if we do tournaments, we can do like every other tournament would be West Coast or East Coast kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, that's probably fairish. Then let people who are like Mountain or Central join whatever they want, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So we're planning on doing them maybe every other weekend, like or every other Friday or something like that. And if we do that, then maybe we can do like one being West Coast and one being East Coast, and just alternating.
That might be interesting. I sometimes host things on Friday. Not this week, but I did last week and a bunch of them. But yeah, maybe I can do it while we're playing. I can have somebody alternate it. Every week can be a different person from my place.
There we go. Cool, got in just in time to watch your match.
Please select your character.
And so what I was doing with Jimbo is I'm actually muting myself whenever I'm commentating on your own match, so that way it doesn't get distracting to you. So the stream can hear me, but you can't hear me.
Oh, it's fine. I'm on push to talk. It doesn't matter to me either way.
心配しなくてもいい手加減はしよう。Heaven or hell?
Okay, now finally be able to get back into the chat. How's it going, you guys? I had to do a lot of stuff on on the Discord. The Google Stadia, man. Google Stadia is I saw some video of somebody trying it out, and they're like, let's take a look at my internet connection, and it's like their business connection with like 200 gigabytes upload speed or something like crazy. It's like, holy crap, or 200 megabytes upload. And it's like, oh yeah, he presses the space button, and then like half a second later the person jumps. Like, it's unplayable. So if it takes around there. You know, it's so cool. I just keep seeing like a brand new person entering the Plus R Discord almost every day. So I'm really excited that all this stuff's just kind of growing and growing lately. All right, Sith that takes it. We got Hub Style coming in here.
The Stun Dipper RC Greed Sever was not intended.
In the stream chat, they're talking about how the Stadia is worse than Plus R PSN Netplay.
The PSN Netplay? Ooh, yeah. That's tough.
Like 30 frames of lag or something.
Okay, that is way worse than PS3.
Because I saw a video of somebody in their at their business, you know, doing, because they were testing it for like their news thing, and the business itself had like 200 megabytes upload speed or something crazy, and it was still they were pressing the space bar, and like over half a second later the person would jump. You know, they said the Stadia connection actually seemed better on the phone, like if you're playing a mobile phone game. So I don't know how that is. Sit here with the pink arrow. Yeah, but like, I don't want to play video games on my phone. I want to play video games on my console or on PC. I mean, I just want, you know, I want the maximum amount of control I can get in a game. And for that, I need a controller. And I would rather not be pressing my touchpad. Uh-oh, is it crashing? There we go.
Please select your character.
Oh boy, this will be fun.
Here we go, yeah. Song playing his main character too. With that Florida connection. The Miami connection, there we go. Sitha getting knocked down one too many times. There we go. Transforms back, but barely gets any health back there. Nice FRC point there. It's almost surprising that we can even get FRC points with internet connection. You know, Wishnet play isn't too bad. At least it wasn't too bad when I was fighting Sitha there. So maybe East Coast and West Coast tournaments are the thing to do. You know.
That match was fun, but that connection was rough.
Yeah, it looked pretty rough for the connection. I think that, you know, this stuff here is helping me get a better sense of how the online play works. I think making a West Coast tournament and an East Coast tournament might be the right option.
Please select your character.
Yeah, it sounds right. Keep in mind, me versus M-Song is the furthest you can get for American versus
That's true, yeah. Like, the people in Montreal are asking me if I can show up for UMAD, and it's like, I can't draw a longer line across North America.
Yeah, like, I'd like to go to more events too, but like, UMAD's definitely out of the way.
Yeah.
And it's like even further for you too, so I don't know. Actually, I don't know. What are plane tickets like?
So with me going to Chicago, it's about $350 for a round trip. Same with Florida, was about the same price. And then for me for a hotel, you know, it's like maybe 130, something like that, for the whole night or for the whole weekend.
Okay, that's pretty similar to what I was spending.
Yeah, it's like
I think
$500
Chicago
every
costs
year to go there, other than like Evo. Since I can drive to
Yeah,
Evo,
Evo's the cheapest for me by a lot, but
yeah.
that's Seattle to Vegas is always cheap. Enso's throw game is really good.
I was shocked that I throw teched a throw you were going for on this wireless or this wired connection here.
No, me and you was really low latency.
Yeah.
Like, it was obviously a character I didn't know that well, and you on Joy-Cons, but it did not feel like there was a lot of delay. How's the new Guilty Gear look? It looks okay. Like, it looks different.
Yeah, the new Guilty Gear, it's like I said, if you look at it as if it's not a Guilty Gear game, it might be a good game. It's just everybody's looking at it as if, you know, hey, I'm looking for a new Guilty Gear. I get their point of trying to create a brand new thing, and that's fine, but then I don't want them to also to ignore the stuff that they've been past doing, you know. So like, if it's something completely different than Plus R or completely different than Xrd, great, but also do Xrd, and that's not what they're doing. You know, Hex, it's crazy how many people we've seen who've been trying to get into Plus R since that Arc Revo, or sorry, the Arc Live mechanics announcement. You know, people, I think a lot of people were looking at Plus R and thinking about getting into it, but they knew that Guilty Gear 2020 was coming around the corner. And so they're like, I don't know, I don't want to put all this effort into this game when I'm just going to focus on the other one. And then they saw that they didn't like 2020 and what it was doing. So they decided to finally jump on the bandwagon and actually start playing Plus R. Yeah, Kraken, but they also don't... Capcom also doesn't do their old stuff. I mean, they could do Third Strike tournaments, you know? Like a Capcom Cup or whatever. They can have a Third Strike tournament or a Street Fighter 4 tournament as well. A Street Fighter 5. I mean, you know, Street Fighter 4 and Third Strike are both on PlayStation 4. They can still sell copies of that stuff, you know, but they're focusing purely on Street Fighter 5 for Capcom Cup. They've done it once when the 30th anniversary came out. That was really cool. It was like a $7,000 prize. For they did one for Super Turbo, one for Alpha 3, and then one for Third Strike. That was really cool. But they haven't done anything since then. We'll see. I don't know if that many people are going to move to Strive. I mean, people will, and you're going to see that with every new game. But the question is how dead is Xrd going to be? Are people playing Xrd because they just really love Xrd over every other fighting game, or were they playing Xrd because it was the newest Guilty Gear? You know, so it'll depend on both of those things. I mean, I don't disrespect Xrd. I have a lot of respect for it. If you put it on a vacuum and it's, you know, like no other Guilty Gear existed, then Xrd would be great. You know, and maybe that's gonna be the case for Strive too. But Plus R, I mean, I feel like this is like the pinnacle of fighting games in general. You know, and I've played so many fighting games, and like I was saying earlier in the stream, I actually would love to continue playing all these other fighting games. I've just been so focused on Plus R, because I've been taking over so much for the community. But also, you know, Plus R is my favorite fighting game, so I'm not gonna just shy away from it. So Strive could be good. I will give it that, but it's not. It doesn't look like it's something for me. It's like Grand Blue Fantasy looks like it might be good, but you know, it's also not something for me. So that's just how it is. It looks like Strive is going more towards Grand Blue Fantasy than like the direction Xrd was going, you know. When I think of Guilty Gear, I think of a combination of speed and difficulty is like what really draws me in more than most of the other things in it. And difficulty meaning more like complexity than a lot of other stuff. Like I want a game where you could be playing it for 5 years and still not master your character, you know? And that's one thing I really like about Plus R.
Oh, Plus R is just in general a really fun game. Like, it's fast. There's not a lot of breaks between the action. There's a lot of flexibility of what you can do for every character.
Yeah, well, one of the greatest strengths I've seen in this game is you could put the game in black and white, you can get rid of the names at the top of the screen, and you can have a mirror match. And within 5 seconds you could tell which player is playing which character. It's like, oh yeah, that's this person and that's that person, because their playstyle is all different, and neither of them are playing it wrong, you know, quote unquote wrong.
Yeah, it's not really a game about playing the character one set way. Like, there's a lot of different roads to success in this game for each character. Like, Slayer's probably the best example of that. Almost no two Slayers look the same to me personally.
That's very true. They're all trolls, though.
Every last one of them. But, like, you'll run into a Slayer like MacArthur Blunts, who's just spent years in a laboratory just making all kinds of crazy bullshit combo routes, like instant air dash, kick, land, connect 5H, and to do it again, like accent chord. He looped that. It was nasty. It was disgusting. But and then you'll play somebody like Sims, who's he's out there to hit you with crosswise or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, another Canadian burst. So hub style. The thing about bursts in this game is it's going to push you up higher than where you initially would be, and it's also going to delay until after like the block stop or hit stop is active. So you're actually going to travel a little bit more of a distance, and then you're going to float up in the air. So the burst is it's a lot harder to hit because of that. So what you want to try and do is when your opponent is just about to connect with you on some new move, you burst just before that, and then you'll hit them out of their move. But you'll see even like top players, they'll do bad bursts on accident that look like they were an idiot. Like, why would you do a burst there? And you know, it's so far up, and it's so far after when you need to do the burst, but it's because it happens after a hit stop, and it happens after like it pushes them up in the air too. Sitha means Kai.
Oh, come on.
Damn it.
Not playing your Kai, huh?
It's tough against Demsong right now.
Oh, okay. Well, you got Kraken hopping in here.
Yeah, should be fun to see some Faust. Yeah, I want to punish M-Song's Robo Kai because, like, Robo Rocket as Oki doesn't work against Kai. Like, Kai can force break Sever over it, counter hit Robo for, like, all of its life, but I can't do it online.
I was half expecting M-Song to do like online bite loops. It's like, oh, how do you deal with that on online? But well, I remember.
I mean, he did do online bite loop versus me, so.
I remember day one of Switch Online Net Play. Akito comes in. Akito's our SoCal local Robokai player. And he's a total troll with the way he plays too. He plays a whole bunch of Kusoge. That's like his main fighting game genre. And he comes in and he knows everybody there is playing on Joy-Con because none of us have Brooks converters yet. The game just came out that day. And he comes in, he plays Slayer. He never plays Slayer. He goes in and he just bite loops everybody to death because we can't wiggle out because we're playing on Joy-Cons.
I mean, it makes sense. I should have done that with Kai's forward heavy, the pad infinite.
There's quite a few things like that where people don't even think about wiggling out, that you can just do it as an infinite. Like Axel has one like that. Or a chain.
Axel 2H.
Mm-hmm. And here we go, M-Song not playing his main, and Sitha playing his main this time. That online net play burst. Burst on reaction because you're getting your ass kicked and then fly up. I wonder if M-Song's playing on an Ethernet connection or Wi-Fi. My God, look how slow this is going. I don't know how you're able to do that. It's like in bullet time.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a bullet time match. Oh, I think both of us are wired.
You know, because you were having a pretty good connection against Kraken, right? Were you playing against Kraken?
I haven't played against Kraken yet.
Okay. He's East Canada, and I think Canada has like this weird internet thing where like you have a limit for how much internet you can use in a month.
Oh no, they're Australia.
Like that's what I heard that Canada has. I don't know how if that's true or not, or if they've upgraded it since then. So, like I said, Hubstyle's learning Order Soul. The Hubstyle, there's some good Order Soul matches you can watch of Alligari and some other Order Souls in SoCal from our tournament matches on YouTube. Might be something you're able to check out. Here we go, Sith vs Kraken. This is what I want to see. East Canada versus PNW. Yeah, Hubstyle. There's like I said, there's a lot of good matches of Alligari you can pay attention to at my my YouTube channel, and you can check him out. He's a good Order Soul.
Heaven or hell? Duo. Let's rock.
Man, the pogo. Pogo's such a weird move to deal with. Hack and slash. So I'm gonna put the VOD for this on my my archive channel, just because I'm not really gonna edit this, and it's gonna be like very unprofessional, and I wouldn't want something this unprofessional being on my channel. So you can go to my YouTube channel. I have my archive channels listed in there too. My archives for stuff like this, where it's just like very guerrilla style, not really trying to do any sort of remotely professionalness to it. I don't put too much on there, but I think I'm gonna start putting some of these on there. Damn. Backdoor. How was the connection there?
Not that bad.
So maybe just ban M-Song.
4 or 5 frames, I don't know.
Please select your character.
Definitely would be a helpful person to play against a lot, because I've always struggled against them.
Heaven or hell? Duo. Let's rock.
Well, Hex Warlock, you know, I mean, if net play is all you've got, then it's something you could do, you know.
I mean, you can learn a lot from Netplay. So,
Yeah.
like, one of the biggest periods of improvement I think for me was playing Relag online. So, I'm not sure if you ever played Reload on PC before, but it's not the best.
No. I actually used to play X2 on PS2, and then I didn't play Reload because that was only out on Xbox. And I hated the Xbox controller.
Oh yeah, Xbox controller's not very great, but I did play Reload on the Xbox. It was interesting.
Nice More Often's asking which characters are represented in the lobby here. We've got a Faust. We've got Kai. Person who's playing Slayer also plays Robo-Kai. And we have Hubstyle who's playing Order Soul. I'm only in the lobby so I can spectate the matches.
Yo!
Nice afterburner.
That was hype.
I still get flashbacks of this match I had with Sims over at Evo, where I was playing against him. I had full health, and I just comboed him. He was running over into the corner, and I was gonna try and throw him immediately after he air teched. And he air teched and immediately went into his air super. And again, I was at full health, and I'm doing my jump H, so he counter hits me from jump H with a 2-hit from that super. Deals 80% of my damage and stuns me.
Yeah, Slayer. That's what Slayer
And
thinks.
it's like, oh, he's stunned. Now I can deal more damage, and he killed me.
Yeah, Slayer things.
It didn't help I had bike and health too, but man, I was just like in shock. It's like I was winning that round.
Yeah, Slayer. Slayer's losing until he's not. That's the character.
He's lost, and then big bang upper 4 times.
I actually there was I think it was the 3rd tournament I ever went to. It was in Portland, Oregon. And I made it to winner's semifinal where I had to play against Full Metal Ross, who played Slayer. And if I won, I got to fight Digital Watches, right? And I had been beating Watches all weekend in casuals, right? And I get Ross down to almost nothing, right? I have a sizable amount of life. He has nothing. I do charge. I was gonna do Force Break Orb, and then Orb didn't come out, and then I get counter hit dead on time out of Charge Stun Edge, and do 100%, and then yeah.
Oh man.
I was sad. And then Tay eliminated me right after.
Man.
Please select your character.
Upstyle, if you don't mind me asking, I know you said you're going to some casuals. Is it something that's kind of more common? Do I know about it? I'm always trying to find areas that are playing plus R that I don't know about. Even if it's like, oh, some podunk town in, Kentucky or something, If people are playing Plus R and they want to know where it is, I want to kind of catalog it a bit. Yeah, this match looks like it's got a lot more slowdown than the last time they fought. Oh, okay, I know about that one then. Well, I'm glad to see that one's working out. I posted that one in the events tab over in the Discord. Maybe, Hex, I know it's 3 hours out, maybe only once a month or something like that, Make it a special treat. Like for me, we've got, at our SoCal locals, we've got somebody who lives, 2.5 hours away from one of our meetups, and he shows up all the time. It's a rough drive. I usually try and meet him halfway and carpool with him. But there's stuff I go to where it's 2 hours, 2 hours for me. 3 hours is a lot though. 3 hours round trip, I totally get it. Oftentimes that's why sometimes the bi-weekly versions of meetups are better than weekly meetups. Because weekly, sure, you get people to play a lot, but then, if somebody's further away and they want to meet up, they'd want to meet up when there's more players, and there's more players if you have slightly fewer. That's one thing I noticed. So if you have a weekly meetup, sometimes people show up in this week, or sometimes people show up on that week, but if you do a bi-weekly, everyone's going to show up on the bi-weekly slot.
Please select your character.
Samsung still sticking with Slayer here. What's the online tier list? Because it's gonna be different than the local tier list, right?
Online tier list, highest has to be May, Cliff, Slayer. Power characters, basically.
Oh, look at that impossible dust. Nice job there, Kraken.
Yeah, Kraken's feeling himself. Who else gets a lot off of simple confirms and has just generally good buttons?
Maybe Potemkin?
Oh yeah, definitely Potemkin. Potemkin's strong network character. Potemkin also has a 3-frame button. I don't think Auto would be a good network character.
Hey, so just want to remind people who just joined, it's time for me to shill, not for my channel, but for the Megalomania circuit. I want to try and get more money for this, because it's all money that we're doing from the Matcherino. But what the circuit is anybody who shows up to majors can be able to be a part of it. There's two different classes for it, a heavyweight and then a featherweight class. So even new players can be entered in the featherweight, and you have a chance of winning some money in there. Anytime I get any donations on any Plus R stream, I'll be using those donations to go straight for the circuit. So if you want to donate, you can do so through either bits or through Streamlabs or through subscriptions. But also, if you don't have any money, you can do it just by watching commercials. Like if you actually click on the bits icon, you can go in there, choose watch ads, and you'll get a few bits, and you can donate those to me or your favorite streamer, which is, again, me. So, link for the Matcherino, let me get that here for you, because this is pretty cool. I'm really wanting to push this. I have a lot of people excited about this.
I think it's a very good thing. Like, I'm tempted to... I'm gonna try to tell as many people as I can about it.
I think after Christmas, I'm gonna start actually like putting some serious donations in there, but like, you know, it's before Christmas right now. And I am still trying to go to Frosty Faustings and Combo Breaker and CEO Taku, and each one of those is like $500. But there's other ways to get money in there, so I'm working on all of that. I've had a lot of people who are excited about it. I saw a great Twitter post where some guy's like, hey, I'm going to most of those majors. I know nothing about Plus R. Why don't I learn some Plus R and enter those tournaments while I'm at it? It's like, that's the spirit. That's exactly the spirit I want to see.
I mean, that's exactly what you're going for, right?
Yeah.
More people playing Plus R.
I mean, you get a point for not disqualifying. If you just enter and you don't actually show up, you don't get that point. I'm excited for bounties too. I want to see what kind of bounties people put out.
Oh, there's a bounty system. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden in there. If you put in the comments for your donation that you want it to be a bounty for somebody, then if a featherweight beats that bounty, you can only do bounties for a heavyweight person. If a featherweight beats that person in the tournament, then they get the money for it. And if nobody claims the bounty, then that money goes to the circuit pot.
That's pretty cool. How far back do you go for the has won a major for heavyweight?
So yeah, that's a good question. I'm making a full complete list of everybody who is a heavyweight, so that there's gonna be no ambiguity to it. So it's gonna be as far back as like I can find real data for, and some of it is gonna be like kind of low tier too. Like, so if it's like, oh, you used to enter CEO Taku or something when Plus R only had like 10 entrants or something, then I might not count that one. I don't know if I'm gonna take UMADs from last year as well, because or for UMAD from this year, because they had a really small turnout. But I also want to include UMAD for 2020 as part of it, so we can try and get more people to that tournament.
Yeah, my connection's dead.
Time for a new room, it looks like.
Okay, does it only go for Plus R? Like, what I'm saying is, if somebody like Krusha or Wuku shows up, are they a heavyweight or are they a featherweight? Because they haven't won anything.
That's a good question. I'm trying to get the full list for all of that, because it's if they're really, really far back, I might just put them as featherweight.
It's like, okay, say Ogawa is Ogawa.
I might make, if they're a legendary person, like just, you know, from back in the day, an absolute legend, I might just put them straight up as heavyweight. I'll get the full list for all that.
Okay, I just want to make sure that, like, I get what you're trying to do, and I think it's a very, very good idea, but you got to be very careful with who you include in each list.
Yeah.
because of like somebody like I don't even know. Let's say who's it? Poser Wolf. Let's say if Poser Wolf just showed up. Poser Wolf's a pretty historically good Texas Pet player. I don't think a lot of people would know who he is just based off of his appearance. But just say that he showed up, beat up everybody, took all your bounties. Like, is that really fair?
No, it's not really fair. So legends wouldn't be included. I'll call them like legends, like legacy, like kind of people. It's like, oh, you know,
Okay,
Kusoru
that's
shows
fair.
up, and it's like, oh, well, fuck.
All right, I just wanted clarification on that. So
Yeah.
because I think it's a wonderful idea to have like newer players, like less than 3 years of playing, have that opportunity. It would definitely help get newer blood in, which I think is your intent.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so somebody who is not a top player is going to get some money, you know? I'm also making it so that whoever wins the featherweight class, whether they make top 8 in a major or not, they're going to be heavyweight for the next year. That way, then you can't just like sandbag and keep winning the featherweight.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
It's also possible for somebody to win featherweight and heavyweight at the same time, but not the other way around. So just because you're in featherweight doesn't mean you can't win the money for heavyweight. But you have to be one hell of a dark horse if you're going to do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a very tall order.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell? Duel. Rock.
Yeah, the point is just to get people to show up and to enter plus R. Like, that's all I want. I want people to enter it and play it, and then most people who play it fall in love with it. So
Yeah, it's actually quite silly, like how when you get like newer generation players, like people who started fighting games within like the last 5-6 years and just didn't have a chance to play XX, when they get introduced to it and realize how much freedom is in the game, they tend to fall in love with it.
yeah, I've seen players where they're just shocked when they play it. It's like I don't know what it is about this game, but I love it. Like, I can do stuff in it. It feels good, you know? But it's the freedom that you have in it.
I think it's the freedom combined with the speed. Another game I kind of expect to have this kind of trajectory is I wouldn't be surprised if BlazBlue CF has this trajectory too. Just like faster games in general is kind of a dying breed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, also though, like the biggest complaint I hear about people trying to get into Plus R is that they're scared to get into it because like they're gonna enter it and it's like, oh, this guy's been playing the game for 5 years, he's just gonna kick my ass. That's why I wanted to do that featherweight thing, so that you can actually get in, you can actually win money. You don't have to have played the game for 7 years to get something. Yeah, they're intimidated by a lot of stuff, not just the execution, but just like they look and they see how quickly and easily somebody can get just steamrolled, and they can get scared by that, and they're scared by like the insane kind of tech that you see in the game, and like the perfect, like I said, the execution too. But yeah, like I said, it's something where you can have fun knowing very little. Just learn Flawless Defense and learn the most basic of Gatlings. Like, go in training mode and come up with your own Gatling. Don't even look up combos. Just come up with your own thing, and it'll work out great. Like, there's a lot of top players who just do combos that they just created themselves. Like they weren't even looking up combos. And that's one thing that's really strong about this game. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that Ride the Lightning was going to kill.
Oh, I was going to OTG kick.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell? Duel or let's rock!
The Calamari, I think, is a newer player. I've seen him showing up a little bit more. Look at that. He's got some cool tech in there, though. 5D. Nice DP. Nice Roman cancel set up. Good burst there by Calamari. Right, Sitha takes it. I think we're gonna have Hano come in pretty soon.
Okay, sounds good.
There he is.
Please select your character.
More clips, right?
It's time for the nightmare.
Oh.
And it DC'd. Oh well.
It's Hano's fault. They're gonna remake the
It very
room.
well might be. Too menacing.
Yep.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to use the restroom.
Okay, sure. We're just loading up a new room here, guys. Reboot the game.
Please select your character.
I am back.
Cool, there's a new room up.
Who did we lose?
Kraken's gone, and Hubstyle's leaving. I don't know if Kraken's coming back in or not.
Please select your character.
Alright, we got Imsong and Hano here. Cliff Mirrors?
Oh, Cliff first Cliff. Excellent. I feel like Rod hurt me.
Yeah, you might be watching the stream.
Heaven or hell? Duel. One, let's rock. Counter.
Now, on the opposite end of your question you asked a little bit ago, the character who I don't think would be good on that play is
Johnny, yeah. You wouldn't be able to do his misfinder cancels as easily.
I don't think it's so much that, I just don't think he'd be able to, like, do random confirms as well.
Oh man, Soul getting clean hits?
You win.
That'd be rough.
Yeah, like, a lot of the longer combo characters, I don't think would do very. But, like, Cliff, that 5 hits on Johnny for, like, 25%.
Yeah.
that was pretty. And that was just like 4-hit Gatling series into a special. Oh, there we go.
So this, that match didn't look like it had any sort of massive lag. Yeah, ask Kano what he felt like.
I mean, they play a lot. I think a lot of their matches are against each other. Last time I played with Imsong, it wasn't that bad either, so I think it's just sometimes it's not so great.
Heaven or hell? Duel.
I'm actually pretty impressed with Switch's net play. There's some other stuff that I don't really care for, like being able to hold both left and right and have it register on Joy-Cons. That's probably not the best thing, but
Yeah.
the no native Ethernet ports, the lack of good controllers that you need a converter for, like, Switch has its issues, but the net play is not. This version's definitely not becoming the tournament standard at the very least.
Yeah. It's just also it's less convenient than having like a PS3. Surprisingly, because like Switch is supposed to be all about convenience, but no, it makes it more convenient or less convenient to run it on for tournaments.
A lot of people have a Switch, but it's it needs the docking port in order to connect anything to it, and like I don't know. There's a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Like it needs the USB-C in order to do anything. Oh man, that's some bullshit. Did you see Bakusai hit behind Jockey?
Yeah. I didn't even process it. It's like, oh yeah, there it goes. Do you know about the FRC glitch with Bakusai?
No, what is it?
So Bakusai has 3 frames of FRC, but if you FRC on the first possible frame, the animation for Bakusai will come out, but it won't cling to them.
Oh, it's not active yet?
Yeah, so the cloud will move forward, but it just won't. It won't do anything. It'll just go right past them.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, good. Donnie deserves it.
Wing Zero in our tournaments got that twice, like one game after the other. He was just so pissed. Because like he got the FRC, he got like all the setups and everything, and then he does that, and then just it doesn't work because he just first frame FRC'd it.
Please select your character.
I mean, if you're gonna get it the first time, you're probably gonna get it a lot because the muscle memory is probably the same for it.
Yeah.
Heaven or hell? Duel. One. Let's rock.
Goes right through that coin there. Cross up Greed Sever. PlayStation 5, man, a man can dream. You need PlayStation 4 first, right? If this game's a PS5 launch title, I'm getting PS5.
Cheesed! I have no shame.
Please select your character.
Rod is a lot more versed in the net play than I am. I need to use all the forbidden tech.
Forbidden tech.
Heaven or hell? Duel. Let's rock.
M-Song took the slashback on netplay. Oh my god. And you got a lot of slowdown going on here. Winning with that bullet time there at the end.
Yeah, it's only against M-Song tonight that I'm getting that too.
Please select your character.
Yeah, Hex, you're saying it's amazing they could still do combos. Did you see M-Song do a slashback during all of that? That's nuts.
The combos aren't even the hard part. It's like adjusting to it.
Mm-hmm. All right, and just a heads up, guys, I'm gonna call it at 11 o'clock. I got more editing and stuff like that I gotta get done. 25 more
All right.
minutes here.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell. Let's rock.
It's gonna be good. A rematch here between Sith and Hano. Good block on the 2H, man. That was good. And these players are a lot closer to each other, so you probably have far less latency issues. Ooh, that was a bad burst. Hano couldn't follow with the combo, might have had an issue because of net play. That was something I'm not too used to seeing. Like, you know, he can jump backwards and then ride the lightning for forward momentum. Pretty neat. Oh, good block there. Lightning strike didn't quite kill, but forward throw, and there we go.
Wow.
1-1 now. Another close one there.
Yeah, that was a really good match.
It looks like you two have a pretty good connection. You're not too far from each other.
Yeah, it's, you know, what is that?
He's NorCal.
600 miles, something
Yeah.
like that. Oh man, young Rod anything. Making Rod feel great. Rod's mind is young. Very fresh.
Oh, nice air throw there. Vapor thrusts. Oh, delayed wake up. Oh, gets hit by the super. Oh, I wasn't sure that would fully connect. Right, lightning. Roman cancel. Nice setup there. Oh my god, super close to death. Oh. Damn, that was close.
Yeah, Samsung's really strong. Good on him for hitting the 5H. That fast button.
Heaven or hell? Duel. Let's rock.
I don't think we've gotten to see this one yet, have we?
No, I don't think so. A nice fake out for the throw there.
I'd like to see Calamari cancel the sweep a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure what he's doing actually does work, but you have to kind of make minor adjustments for now.
Nice gold burst. Ooh, good throw tech. Only 13 seconds left. Hit by all the missiles.
Does Jam have a high crush besides sweep and I guess 6-punch?
High crush?
Yeah, like something that goes over attacks that are high hitting in general. Or sorry, goes under them. Like I don't actually know.
So she's got her when you do that move where you can like cancel into puffball and all that kind of stuff.
Slide.
Yeah, the kick version is the splits. I think that one.
Yeah, but is the slide itself upper body crush?
I think so. I'm not super familiar with Jam. I do kind of play her on the side, but still like this is gonna be good. Still, like, I whenever I go to practice another character, I'm just thinking in the back of my head, like, oh, I bet I can go out and practice something with Micah. The Shamelessman got so much bullet time at the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Jam either, so. But I wonder if she has an option that goes under Robokai forward punch, because M-Song's been doing Horsey into forward punch a lot. And like, I wonder if Jam just has like an auto crush on it that's punishing or something. This will be interesting to see. Oh no, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well he'll be able to play Eno on that play though.
Seems like he can do the basics well enough. That was a nice confirm. Do you want to try getting one in on your Joy-Con while you still
I'm not
can?
gonna play on my Joy-Cons. I need to get a Brooks converter so I can start playing these.
Please select your character.
Well, it kicked me out of the room, so I gotta cancel out of Guilty Gear here and join back in. So give me a moment. Of course, keep playing, but now your match isn't recorded. Alright, I'm back in now, back to M-Song and Hano. Sorry I missed your match there.
It wasn't much of a match. I mean, it was. It's just, I just got separated to death.
Oh. So 308's asking if I got a chance to play out Strive. Yes, I did. I played it over at Arc Revo. It's something different. One thing I wanted to test out. Wow, nice throw tech there too. One thing I wanted to test out. Oh, sorry. Game audio. There you go. I wanted to test out how like meaties and stuff like that worked in the game. Because people were talking about how there's no neutral. It's like, okay, well, what kind of things can I do with meaty? And so I couldn't really get too much of an example to test it. I did get a wall break from like doing a super or something. And then it instantly, like, they recovered, like, just as I was getting onto the screen. So there wasn't really an opportunity for some sort of, like, meaty setups or something like that. The game does seem very simplified, but, like, the movement, like, running and stuff like that didn't feel bad at all. Like, running and jumping. It doesn't really feel like Guilty Gear. There's a lot of moments where I felt like the control of the game was being taken away from me. Like, oh, this happens, and now I watch something happen, rather than, like, me be a part of what's happening. I don't really like that. We didn't deal with Roman cancels too much when I was playing the game, so I can't really comment too much on those. But, as a general rule, I don't like the hit stop and stuff like the random game freezes that happen.
Oh, the counter hits?
Yeah, counter hits and the Roman cancel freezes.
Oh, does Roman cancel do that too?
Yeah, but Roman cancel can be very different now. Like, Roman cancel is like a burst that hits your opponent. And then if it hits them, then it like slows them down. So I don't think it's like, you're not gonna have like a YRC kind of setup where you do a move far away and it slows the screen down, so they're not gonna mess things up, but it'll slow you down so that you can get it confirmed.
Oh, that's weird.
It is weird.
I still don't think that game's gonna be bad. I think it'll be playable.
I think it'll be playable too. I just wish they didn't sack their previous stuff. Like I'm more upset that Arc Revo 2021, which they're just calling Arc World Tour 2021, or sorry, 2020. That's not gonna have any.
It's only gonna have Cross Tag and Grand Blue, right?
Yeah, only Cross Tag and Grand Blue. It's just so weird to not have a Guilty Gear in it.
Well, like, it doesn't have either of their traditional flagships. That's just really weird.
Mm-hmm.
It also doesn't have Dragon Ball, which is like their other big title. Like, it's just.
They might have licensing problems for that, and I get that. But I don't know what you're talking about. Isn't the new Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle?
It is a game, but
It is a
I
game.
feel like that's not really. I bet you that doesn't appeal to a traditional Blizzard.
Mm-mm. So yeah, you're asking about the Daredevil events in chat. Daredevil events are going to be where locals help you qualify for one of the one of the spots. So it's not like people were thinking it might be like, oh, different Arc system titles are going to be showing up or something like that. No, it's just like a local qualifier. They're going to have an online qualifier. They're going to have one last chance qualifier slot. They're only doing 16 slots for the games. So those slots are going to be in a much higher demand. It might be something like, you know, whoever wins EVO gets one slot, and then like whoever wins a Japanese thing gets one slot. And, you know, there's just not going to be very many slots. Maybe like all the online thing put together might be one single slot. Alright, this is going to be the last game for me, and I'm going to have to dip out. I've got a lot of editing to do tonight.
That's fine.
I've got work tomorrow night, too. Or work tomorrow morning, I should say.
Yeah, I got work in 5 hours too. It's probably best.
That's how it is, too. Like, I'm running the tournaments. It's like, alright, it's 2 a.m., time for me to drive home. I've got work tomorrow morning, let's go.
How long do you have to travel for your locals?
It depends. I've got like 3 different sets of locals that I go to. One of them's pretty close. It's like 15 minutes, but I actually pick up quite a few people, so it ends up being 45 minutes. Another one is 30 minutes. When I used to go to Super Arcade, that was an hour and a half. And Super Arcade's closed now, so we've been going to a different location called Danger Time, and that one's about 2 hours away from me.
Oh wow, that's better drive.
I carpool with people too there. They meet me in my apartment, and we all drive over there.
Oh, then that's not too bad, 'cause then at least you can talk on the ride.
Yeah, and they give me gas money too. Hex Warlock, there's somebody in Discord who wants to talk about using Hitbox for Eno. So he put this as a message. For some reason he said he's not able to talk in Twitch chat, he doesn't know why. But that's what he sees, but he has like an issue with it, so that's his response regarding hitboxes for Eno. Or the Hitbox controller for Eno.
Well, I guess that's it for the stream.
Yeah, that's it for me. So I'm
fun
gonna
chatting with you.
dip out, but you guys can still keep playing if you want, of course.
I might play one or two more and then follow up myself.
But thanks everybody for watching on the stream. I'm gonna upload this to my archive channel. I'll link that in the Discord, but also you can see it in my section there on my Twitch chat. I usually put the archive stuff for like if I'm just doing a big dump of like something I streamed with no editing at all, because it's like very unprofessional. But that's why I have that channel. So I'll put it up there. You'll see it on there in a bit. Well, you have a good night, everybody. I'll still talk to you guys on Discord. So have a good night.
Good night.
どうしても戦いますか？
どうしても戦え。兵士48オリジナルとの遭遇